Hello, welcome to another video, 114.4 modded. This time we've got a mod called Toolkit. Doesn't sound particularly exciting, but I will try and make the video as exciting as possible. It's also fun actually in 114.4, just checking out all the new villages as well. So what does Toolkit do? Well, the main thing it does is it massively increases the range of the structure block. Its core feature is that it goes from 64 to 128. So let's try and use that, and there's also some command line stuff as well. How cool is that? There's something that not many people know. Okay, so let's try something like quite complicated then. Say this, we've got this monument. We're going to put our structure block down. We're going to see, because normally something like this is just too much for the structure block. If you ever use structure block, you'll know how it is. So we'll put this down like here. Okay, now if you haven't used structure blocks, I'll just give you a little like tutorial or whatever. So what you want to do is you want to specify where it is in terms. So this, the relative position is where it is. So we just leave it at that, right? And then I believe we can do 128. Can we do something as big as this? I don't know, but you should be able to. Let's try it massive. Oh wow. So you can see the size of it. This is far, far bigger than you would normally be able to do, right? You could even, might even try a woodland mansion next actually, because it might actually be able to fit into that. So let's just give it a real test and just try and copy this whole thing over and see what happens. And we'll put it somewhere like completely inappropriate. Okay. Monument. We'll call it Monument 2 just because I don't know exactly if it's, yeah. Okay, seems to have it. Alright. Let's put it, this is actually a really, I just went to the desert pyramid. This is a really odd location for a desert pyramid. Unusual, you wouldn't have seen this back in 112. But anyway, won't worry about that. What is that over there? Oh, Sea Rocket from Upgrade Aquatic. Haven't played with that mod in a while. Okay. So let's see what happens. This is going to be a bit crazy, I think. Okay, so now let's just load it in. We'll just load it in right here. Yep. Let's see how this goes. A little bit worried. Oh wow! That is crazy. That's pretty awesome though that you can load such a massive thing like that. I quite like the cross section as well, the world, that's cool. See, I've got some stuff from extended caves coming through as well. You would never think I would literally... Kind of cool, gives a cool effect, like you can just like swim around but all the floor is grass. Okay, so I'd say that went pretty well. It did create a little bit of a mess, but not actually that much. You would easily be able to, if you could easily get a border around there, and I could literally make zero mess from that. So it's kind of an interesting thing that you could just take a huge chunk of water like that, like a huge cuboid, and do something like that. Pretty cool. Now the next thing is to look at what the actually commands get added. So let's see if we can. So we have clear dev environment, hand hotbar inventory or distribution structure clean. So structure clean is not that interesting basically. It removes all the air blocks from the structure. So I don't know. There are some things more advanced, like when it depends how you place structures. I know like if you do the corner placement, I think that could be more useful. But we're not going to look at that one. If we go to dev environment, I think we can put in false or true for that. So we put in true here. What this does is it will eliminate mob spawning and it will set the time to midday, as you can see, and the daylight cycle is off. And it looks like the sun's moving, but actually that's just the clouds. And remember, the clouds, they always move to the west, as you can see. Okay, so that's just a nice thing to, if you just want to, get rid of the mob spawning, set the time today, no weather, it turns the weather off as well. It doesn't tell you that stuff, but I've read it already, so I can assure you that is the case. And you'll see that the sun will start moving again as well. Now the other thing you can do is if you go to hand, and I think we try, there we go, you can see we've got kelp in the hand, right? Can we specify this? No. Okay, so the hand will just print out the name of the block you're holding. So it could be quite useful, like for instance, if I get in some random, like hanging jungle moss, I don't know what that's called. We select it, and it's called ext caves moss jungle B. So that will tell me something about what it's called. Now, say we're standing in this section over here. If we try this, or distribution, we need to do dimension and area size. Okay. So we choose our dimension here. So we've got the overworld, the end, and nether. This is a mod I was trying out as well called Moulans. So we want to do overworld. We'll try 20. Is that not enough? Okay, cool. Wow. Let me do 1. Interesting. So yeah, I think this is more probably for, there's 131 coal. So obviously it's like a radius going all the way down through the whole chunk, right? Otherwise there wouldn't be diamond if it was just a, how far away. Count is 8. You expect it to be the same everywhere, wouldn't you? So you see, even if I go really high up, like here, and I do the same, count is 12. So interestingly, in this chunk, there's more diamonds than there is gold. Is that right? I guess it is. Yeah, in the last one we had gold. When we did the larger one, yeah, when you do it over a bigger range, you can see the diamond, that one for 40, the diamond was much lower. There were only 1,367 diamond. And then the lapis, lapis, I guess, is only slightly less rare than diamond. The difference, of course, with lapis is that once you find lapis, you get a lot more units from it. And then gold. Yeah, but over small areas, they can fluctuate. Okay, so what else was there? Hotbar, I don't think that does much. Let's see if I paste it. Okay, so you can see that they give you a gives you a little output there of everything that you've got. So that's cool. And what else do we have on this? Inventory. Do I have anything in my inventory? Let's just put a piece of moss stone in there just to, and then we'll do the same command. And you can see there's the mossy as well. So it will just tell you all 36 slots. And what else do we have? That's about it, I think. Clear. Let's not do too big. Oh, wow. Did that just clear all the way? This seems pretty powerful. I think we might have to ramp up the number a bit. Let's try 5. Oh, wow, yeah, it's a lot. It's literally like chunks at a time. Yeah, we probably don't want to go much higher than 5. Oh, wow, look at that. And it keeps all the ores as well. How cool is that? Does it go all the way down to bedrock? Yeah, it does. And you know what else it does? It removes all the lava. Well, yeah, it does. It removes all the lava. That one's actually really awesome. So yeah, but I would recommend not probably doing 5. Uh, TK dev in, and you can see like because it's night time. You see it's not anymore.